The second book of Samuel, chapter 1. And it came to pass after the death of Saul, when David had returned from the slaughter of the Amalekites, that David abode 2 days in Ziklag. And it came to pass on the third day, that behold, a man came out of the camp from Saul, with his garments rent, and earth upon his head. And as soon as he came to David, he fell to the earth, and did obeisance. And David said to him, Whence comest thou? And he said to him, Out of the camp of Israel am I escaped. And David said to him, What has taken place? I pray thee, tell me. And he said that the people had fled from the battle, and many of the people also had fallen and died, and that Saul and Jonathan his son were dead also. And David said to the young man that told him, How knowest thou that Saul and Jonathan his son are dead? And the young man that told him said, I happened by chance to be upon Mount Gilboa, and behold, Saul leaned on his spear, and behold, the chariots and horsemen followed hard after him. And he looked behind him, and saw me, and called to me. And I said, Here am I. And he said to me, Who art thou? And I said to him, I am an Amalekite. He said to me again, Stand, I pray thee, over me, and slay me. For anguish has seized me, for my life is yet whole in me. So I stood over him and put him to death, for I knew that he would not live after his fall. And I took the crown that was upon his head, and the bracelet that was on his arm, and have brought them hither to my lord. Then David took hold of his garments, and rent them. And all the men that were with him did likewise. And they mourned and wept, and fasted until even for Saul, and for Jonathan his son, and for the people of Jehovah, and for the house of Israel, because they were fallen by the sword. And David said to the young man that told him, Whence art thou? And he said, I am the son of an Amalekite stranger. And David said to him, How wast thou not afraid to stretch forth thy hand to destroy Jehovah's anointed? Then David called one of the young men, and said, Draw near, and fall on him. And he smote him, that he died. And David said to him, Thy blood be upon thy head, for thy mouth has testified against thee, saying, I have slain Jehovah's anointed. Verse 17. And David lamented with this lamentation over Saul, and over Jonathan his son. And he bade them teach the children of Judah the song of the bow. Behold, it is written in the book of Jasher. Verse 19. The beauty of Israel is slain upon thy high places. How are the mighty fallen! Tell it not in Gath, carry not the tidings in the streets of Ashkelon, lest the daughters of the Philistines rejoice, lest the daughters of the uncircumcised triumph. Ye mountains of Gilboa, let there be no dew, no rain upon you, nor fields of heave offerings. For there the shield of the mighty was vilely cast away, the shield of Saul, as not anointed with oil. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan turned not back, and the sword of Saul returned not empty. Saul and Jonathan, beloved and pleasant in their lives, even in their death were not divided. They were swifter than eagles, they were stronger than lions. Ye daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you in scarlet with splendor, who put ornaments of gold upon your apparel. How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle! Jonathan is slain upon thy high places. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant wast thou unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing women's love. How are the mighty fallen, and the instruments of war perished!